Standing here today with Sergeant Jose D. Ramirez, 6048 Flight Equipment Technician. I'm in the active reserve. We're the active duty component for the reserve units.
What does that mean in terms of like your day-to-day operations as a Marine?
All right, so day-to-day operations, it's pretty much just the same as active duty. You show up every day, you go to work from your typical schedule of, let's just say 7 to 15:30. You do the same thing that active duty components do. You're full-time, same benefits, so you get everything that the active duty component does, but you also get the bonus of teaching reserves. So you get more of an experience because now you're teaching those guys who don't get to do this every single day.
Tell me what your MOS is and what's the best part about it.
For flight equipment technicians, or in other words, aviation life support systems, is the survival of aircrew, pilots, and the emergency escape systems for frame platform. That's what it is. We have two sides. You have your O level and your I level. The O level is going to be you're with the aircraft, you're with the pilots. Everywhere they go, you're going. You're touching their gear. You're the ones that make sure that they're the safest possible while they're flying. On the I level side is where you're going to do the actual breakdown of the components that they use. So you're breaking down parachutes, you're breaking down oxygen systems, packing those life preservers that they actually get to touch and use. So it's just a broad range. You can go anywhere, you go any platform, and it's just one of those MSs that you get to do all the cool things.
Some of the platforms that you actually you deal with on a day-to-day or just in general with your job.
All right, so the platforms that I've been to are going to be C-130s, F-18s, F-35s, V-22s, Hueys, Cobras.
What's the best part about your job and what's the worst part about your job? So we have to keep it real, right?
Start with the worst first because the workload never ends. It's just a constant thing. I mean, sometimes you have up to 60 pilots and there's only 3 of you in that work center. So now you got to try to make sure that you have 60 pilots that are good. On top of that, now you got to make sure all the airframes are good. So now you're taking care of aircraft and pilots, and that's just the workload's overbearing sometimes. It's like a big wave that you got to tackle little by little. And then the best part is going on decks, going with the pilots, seeing the people's reactions whenever they're watching these aircraft fly, because internally you're the one who keep them up.
Someone that wants to do your job in the Marine Corps, what advice would you have for them?
Try to learn as much as you can. Go to any and every platform that you're able to, because the more you are knowledgeable within everything, the more options you have to be everywhere you want to go.